Alright, let's resume that. So, Silicon raided while I was off refilling me mug. How you doing? Welcome everyone. Is it possible to speedrun 600 hours? I mean, anything's possible. But, whether or not you want to. Ooh, pizza in the oven. Fixing Clown's base. The eternal struggle. Righty, I think we need to go find oil next. I mean, having said that, before we can do that, we need to make some steel. What's that belt? Not very. It's all full of copper. Alrighty. Let's work towards trains, of course, because we're gonna need that. Hang on. Let's strategize a little bit here. What are we working towards? We're working towards those, so we need plastic. Which unlocks red circuits, unlock those. Some stations, very important, can't do it just yet. And holding Veldeck hostage. Fear the amount of planning that would go into the playthrough itself. Planning that goes into these playthroughs is pretty redonkulous. Fortunately, there's a thing called a website called Factorio Lab, which deals with a lot of the planning for you. Actually, I'll just briefly switch over to that. There's Factorio Lab. So if I... There it is. Over to here. So this is the Factorio Lab for the 8K base. Does it have mod support? It does have mod support. Settings. And you see you've got all these here. You can have 1.1.2. You can even go back to 16. Bioindustries, Bobs. Factorio Extended Plus. Crustorio 2. Crustorio 2 Plus Space Extension. Pyrannodon. C-Block. Space Exploration. It's really great. Cannot recommend this thing enough. So that means if I switch tabs to this, here's one I prepared earlier. And this is what the base will need. Only 1.18 million green circuits a minute. 100,000 of that a minute. Factory Planner, since it uses mods that are loaded. Oh yeah, Factory Planner inherently supports modded for that reason. But I have a love-hate relationship with that one. 9 million oil? Probably. 257,000 railway track. No support for IR2? Yeah, sure. So the total science goal is 36,000 science a minute. Whether or not that's... I don't know what the overbuild for that is going to need to be. Probably a lot. Benepeak is part of FE2 modules? Not officially, but what I'll do is I'll do a pure FE plus and then add the beacons modules component and see what happens. Yeah, that's the total. What was that for the science machines? For blue science machines is 4,280. Oh, it's got no beacons, that's why. Oops. Yeah, it's actually got no beacons. It's 4,285 science. I didn't set this up. And this is only for 8.8, so now it's only 204. It's still a lot of machines. This is the thing I mentioned in Ika's stream, is the effective production rate of blue science is just way out of proportion compared to the rest. Module 6s, they should be... Oh, yeah, they're right. Modules there. 3.9, okay. It's just double the numbers, basically. So... Red science is it's one output, so it's effective as the same as the one, so it's 1 every 5 seconds. Military is also 5 because it's 2 every 10 seconds, so it's effectively 1 every 5 seconds. So military and red are the quickest. Green is next. Then, because purple is 3 every 21 seconds, it's effectively 7 seconds. So purple and yellow are both 7 seconds. And then way off up at 16 seconds is blue at 2 every 24 or 1 every 16. Hey, that lady. So you have 5, 6, 7, 16 as far as science pack production goes. And that's why blue science is just so out of proportion compared to the rest. Oh, hello. 12? Not 16, 12. Oh, you're right, actually, it is. Yeah, it would be 24, wouldn't it? I was dividing by 8. Yeah, it's 12. Sorry, not 16. Yeah, but it's still way out of proportion. It's 5, 6, 7, 12. Why did I get 16? I think I was... It's because I'm thinking divide by 16 for the trains. What else space? 2k every minute or two? It's... Space is a weird one because it's as fast as you want it to be. Needs coffee. Yeah, I've only just started on the second coffee. I don't know why I had my head stuck on 16. Yeah, because 24 divided by 2 is 16. Oh dear. Beyond that, we need to think about modules. Like that. Robotics? That's a good idea too. Robotics, fortunately now, that was kind of tricky. 2, 3. Because it's more dependent on blue than it ever used to be. 832 just because stupid big. If it was vanilla, I would. If I can ever finance a server. Super cheap with the 3 months. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hi. Thank you very much for that 3 months. Really appreciate that. Can we show some love and hype and honk in chat for Super Chip there? Hey, there we go. While I have a sip of coffee. Cool, you're filling up. And put the stone brick. It's kind of important, isn't it? Kind of important. Important, impotent, something or other. Because apparently I forgot to output it. I guess I will have to half and half. I'm trying to. I'm getting ahead of myself. Getting too far ahead of myself. I'm trying to do a medium power pole build, and I don't have the medium power poles to do it yet. There we go. Indeed. You. Let's do the classic steel build that I like. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it is a good one. Surprising resourcing. They are neat these days, aren't they? What are people up to these Christmas holidays, if you have any? I put a belt back. I did. Oop, I put one too many of those in. Where did I forget to put a belt back? Oh, there. Right there. That's where I forgot. I would see these things if I wasn't blind. And wobble your way over there. Enjoying some time off work and relaxing? Just relaxing? It's the best kind, isn't it? Okay. No, that's not right. It's got to be one every thingy. You know what? I hate this. Big Wolf Chris coming over that raiding party. How you doing? Now, I was just saying I hate this because... Downvote. Go away. Forever. It's actually annoying, that song. How you doing, Big Wolf? What were you up to? You were doing some Kerbal Space Program. Ooh, nice. How is that working out for you? You didn't kill, what's his name? John Kerman? I cannot remember the name of the Kerbals right now. Don't look at my wires, don't look at the wires. Everything is fine. Jebediah Kermit, that's it. I was close. It did start with a J. I mean, there's an argument that says I could probably skip the stone phase. Go straight to steel. All I need to do is smelt the steel, and then I can do steel. No deaths. Got Kerbal stranded in orbit. Good job. It's exactly what you'd want out of a Kerbal exploration. A Kerbal adventure. Is to get stranded in space. That's what they live for. Call in Brome. I mean, it'd be hilarious for the aneurysm aspect, but as I say, like the style I live by is to not care about early game. Oh, you're actually there. I've often given KSP thought as to playing it, but it feels like the kind of game I would get bored of very quickly. I'm never very good at holding attention on those kinds of games. Base is only temporary until I get them all going? Yeah, exactly. It's basically it. Until the ME starts up, and then it takes over. There. Advantage of the steel here is we can drop that. Actually, I might drop it there. You're going to make me more furnaces. A dip under. You're going to dip under. And you're going to yeet that and deposit right there. And then I'm just going to ignore that for a little while, and then when I come back, it shall have provided me with all the good stuff. All the big stonks. Assemble it. Off by one. Speaking of assembler 2s, I have beans this up. Damn it. Damn it! We're on the second coffee right now. That's the terrible part. Dear. Well, I'm not even going to invest in a splitter on that one. But yeah. The fact that they take steel steel now is kind of irritating. You go in there. Prod mods are done. Jeez, it's all done already. Tool belt. Start working towards modular armor. What do you need? You need solar, I believe. No. Then we can get night vision. Moving mine. It was possible to move miners, but at the end of the day, there wasn't enough room overall. Like, I'd built the whole lot too close. Bowling. Interesting coming in with that follow. Interesting. Mike Hunt. Coming in with that follow. There, I went there and said it. Breaking force. It's a Pokeball. Apparently. Oh, the queue's full. I definitely don't try and say names wrong on purpose. It's definitely just me being dumb. There. Speed you up a little bit. That. Getting on gears. I better get you more gears then. Exactly as easy it is here. I was trying to get it wrong on purpose. There's a few ways you can interpret it, really. That's the thing that I saw on it. We're a little light on greens. How are we actually doing? A bit over 60 a minute, so it's fine. Like, normally, as I was saying before, the target you'd normally go for is about 60 a minute. What's up? Not much. Just playing some Factorio. Is there a goal for this base? There is. So we want to... so the goal is to build a no-splitter base like the vanilla base we did before, only this time with Factor Extended. It's going to be a stupid base. An absolutely stupid base. The numbers put it at about 36,000 science a minute. If all goes to plan. Yeah, so there'll be no splitters in any of the builds. And that's at the end of the day just an optimization to save UPS. So in theory it should have the same or more UPS compared to the previous one. No splitter is wild. Wild and weird. Try, it's not easy when builds don't consume full belts. It's, yeah. Gets tricky. You. Facts. I'm going to move those down to there. Theory, these are sort of invading the space. Reason for that is I need two layers. Military, I need grenades as well. Or this. Ah, screw it. I was thinking maybe I could do direct insert. Direct insert. Stuff. Exactly. But no. One wall machine should be enough? Probably is. I legitimately never really think about what the walls need. And I would... Oh yeah, that's true actually, because I don't need wall for biters like I normally would. Yeah, one would be enough. You're right. Because normally I would have excess just for military purposes, but I don't need excess for military purposes. It's so weird doing no biter runs. Doing a no biter run. Everything's different. Two, three, four. Enjoy biter free runs? I try and avoid it. That way I don't get too lazy. But at the same time, it is... Biters for me have really reached the point where I don't care anymore. I'm really kind of done with the whole biter thing. Where the hell am I going with this? I don't know. Right about there, I'd say. Like that. There we go. God damn it. Not allowed to go outside lockdown. Bad biters. Alright, it's going to be a 2 wide. I can't remember the last time I actually got one of these main bus things right. What starter base in the book was for. It was really just my way of laying them out correctly for a change. Oh, I know what's missing. There's a stone. 3 red, 1 yellow, 8 grenades, 1 wall. And that assumes you're really trying. Blah, blah. I'm not really trying to ratio it. But you can go there. Seems like a reasonable idea. Enough of that. Like, I know the ratios for ammo are 1 to 3. At the same time, like, if you do 1 to 3, it's... Then you got to do, like, things on belts, and it's just easier to direct insert. If you can direct insert, just do direct insert. Like, you're not losing anything by not 1-to-1 ratioing everything. Getting everything in a 1-to-1 ratio. If anything, you're making life harder. And this is from my own experience. If anything, trying to 1-to-1 ratio, like get everything ratio perfect, you're just making life hard for yourself. And as I say, that comes from my own experience. Playing the game, it's just easier to not bother. Thank you, autosave. Yeah, close enough's good enough. Uh... Go. doesn't go anywhere. That does. I throw it the other side or something. Hazy. It's not conjunctivitis, is it? I do have the contrast turned up a little bit, like a tiny bit. And it just helps with the blacks, because the blacks sort of get crushed down when it's encoded. Can't really do much about it. Low resolution, maybe. It helps with things like transcoding as well. I don't need that. Oh, god damn it. Why did I send that? Dear. The wrong side down. For some reason I was like, yep, stone. In my mind, I ticked the box. Stone going into Braze 1080 to 4K. It shouldn't be the downscale. It's probably the contrast. Hang on. Let's have a look. So if I go to this, it's under here. There. There, that's what it normally looks like. That's the filter they have on it. Just to bring the black level up a little bit. Because the black, when you do rescaling and all that sort of thing, the black level gets thrown off a lot. It tends to crush down, and darker things get pushed really dark. Now, I was just that going. Then we need battery. In turn means you. Purple needs it for rails? Yeah, purple needs it for rails. Very important one, that. Beyond that, where are they? Let's back up a step. There it is. Actually, yeah, see, it actually needs advanced audio processing now. Before, bots didn't need it. Is that the issue? Preventing? Koala is sick. What am I preventing? Don't know why you sent raw stone to military. What needs it? Oh. Never thinks about future? I mean, there is that going on as well. Yeah, just for rain, I'll do the car. Damn. Now I'm just plucking things at random. So we're going dark. So yeah, it particularly helps with the darkness if I do that. Settings I'm using it's a rail world with bigger patches. And well, let's that by one. Yeah. Yeah. Will I be done with science by the time blue is up and running? I still got to get to blue yet. I could spend all day getting ratios just right, or I could just get it done. And it's not a speed run. I don't need perfect ratios. There, they're offset slightly, just to annoy everyone. You need to come this way, please. You're gonna go into there. Now that I've got steel flowing. Well, I need to craft some of those. Don't need military either. I mean, yeah, I'm just going through the motions. Alrighty. Oh, inserters. Assemblies. Assembling machines. M2, but I'm gonna need more in the future. Make it look like I know what I'm doing. Exactly. I mean, you hard to believe, but I have actually done speedruns before of this game. I think at one point I was getting down into the sub 4 hour mark. That was, I mean, that was a long time ago now. That's, damn it. Suppose I should have put some times. Actually submitted some times, because then I would have been ahead of Clowntown for a long while. Kind of curious. Ah, that is my secret. Shall learn. Shall not know. Aero park grenades. Actually, I could just go there. Perfect. Perfect as ever. No. Because it's a bit wonky, I won't do it that way. We'll fill out more of this, though. Start needing it soon. As soon as I expand circuits, it's gonna go. All the copper's just gonna disappear. Copper is easy until red circuits comes along. Arguably, it's already kind of disappearing. I find whenever I'm doing it, it tends to run off a massive buffer for the longest time. Now, needed brick. And I was going to get brick. Yeah. By pulling them out there. Steel. Probably should get rid of the stone from my inventory at some point. Yeah. And there we go. Steel. Hooray, I can make 5 of them. Gotta bring freedom to the sand, yes. Bring freedom to the sand. Liberate the sand. Well, you could bring freedom to the sand by, or conquer the sand by, by, concreting over it. Ew. there. Another iron lane there. Actually, 2, 3, 4. Then an iron lane. Like that. No grenades, indiscretion. Never thought it was going to go direct insertion. I mean, I did the thought of direct insertion did go through my mind of grenades. See, right now I'm kind of stalling on grenades. I'm getting distracted and getting towards the next layer of circuits. 2, 3. Probably could do. Could it be prod 1 modules? Well, the slowdown on all 3 prod modules is the same. But yeah, I'll put the prod modules in all of them. The slowdown you compensate just by making more of them. Not anymore? Did that change? When did that change? Was it a while ago? It might have been a while ago and I just never noticed. Or it was either that or it was part of the 1.1 and I just never noticed. It was a 1.1 change. Right, that'll be a good start for red circuits. What's it now? +4 productivity, -5 speed. Huh. I'm basically walled up. Waiting for, oh, that's a nice changing graphic. Waiting for on oil now, basically. I can tick off some of these. They all get me towards rocket silo. Mining productivity? Yeah. Mining productivity wouldn't hurt. Blue and green circuits. Greens are fairly low on the list. Low on the priority. Labs are actually top priority. I should actually, as soon as I get these circuits going, I need to get them into the labs. Free science. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, rocket silo, labs, and then each of the science builds in reverse order. It's like, in fact, I think blue circuits before that even. I know what I'm missing. I never made a pipe build. How careless of me. There we go. Furnaces last? Yeah, furnaces always last. Yeah, circuits makes more modules, and it's sort the meta sort of shifts as you go along because you want blue circuits early in the early game, but then that focus shift to oh, you still want the science because it's free stuff either way. Yeah. Else will work on is power beacons. Iron, steel, copper. Yeah, if I ever thought these things through, life would be a lot easier. I think that's actually, yeah. But I never think these things through. So there's that. Don't really need two. The loss of convenience of just being able to do it the lazy way. Probably a bit much, but you wouldn't be here doing anything. Yeah, you would have no job. That belt I prepared earlier. Besides, if I thought things through and did it all properly, then people wouldn't be ripping dicks constantly in chat. You'd just be able to watch passively. You wouldn't be able to tell me off at ratios and things. It's not like I do things off on purpose or anything. It's not like this big 5-head, 7-head, 9-head play just to annoy everyone. I feel like rebuilding science with beacons and modules until you have done the rest. Really, you should do it in your current playthrough. At least keep the inputs. Yeah, focus on this. You gotta. It's iterative. You gotta spin up a bit more smelting, a bit more circuits, a bit more modules, and then it goes back around again. More smelting, more modules, more circuits, more smelting, more modules, more circuits. Yeah, making mistakes gives you interaction. It's power doing. It's like that now, is it? Okay. Addiction. Ethos. Path. Host. Tacos. 2-month Prime. Thank you very much for that. I look at the name and I'm like, oh, my brain. But thank you very much. Show some love and hype and honk, chat, and maybe some snug too while you're at it. Come bootstrap your new worlds. Do it faster than you do. I mean, I'm not exactly picking goals here, arguably. So I really just wanted to say what I really wanted to. I wanted to say what I wanted it to be. Thank you very much for that. Zombie Extender, there's even more OP and FE. Craziest Darkstar. Veldak. Question is, where was oil around here? Oh, I know where the oil refiner. Oil refiners can just sit here. You know what would be good? If I built grenades and then I could blow up the trees instead of having to chop them. I think they were out there, weren't they? According to the spoilers map. Alleged spoilers map, not that there is. I would argue this game doesn't really have spoilers. I guess unless you're that hardcore on the exploration aspects. These games, you don't really have spoilers. Hang on, that's the oil, not the water. Old habits are hard to kick, you know. Inge, how you doing? It's time of day to you too. Northeast and western corner, exactly. Exactly where you'd find them. Exactly where I'd expect to find oil. The northwestern, southerly, eastern, up down section. Yeah. Bad game. God damn it, game. Doing the 8K base along with this. Yeah, we'll keep tabs on it. But this one will be the focus for now. For now. The inspiration for this one is the previous base. So it's the same thing again, but with Factorio extended. Why is it upside down? Exclamation mark upside down. Now we play the pipe game. A fun game, isn't it? Pipe game. Minimizing pipes. Yeah, it gives me this empty feeling that I've actually accomplished something there. That I've actually minimized pipes somehow. Okay, explosives. Opposite hemisphere. Only an empty feeling until you add power. That is full of oil. There we go. We need those cliff explosives even though I turn cliffs off. Alright, let's fill the pipes. I think I covered everything. It's actually a pretty minuscule patch. I thought I prepared a radar. Paste a full square of pipes. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could willingly do that. I couldn't live with myself if I just pasted a big block of pipes. They're all connected. Have a good train, need to go to sleep. Alright, have a good one, Fallen Angel. Good rest. See you in the VOD squad. These will be going up on YouTube as well. Oh, speaking of, the reason why I decided to go do with this instead of Oni is I'm gonna park the Oni DLC for a little while, like, cause there really isn't that much going on in there at the minute. Ooh, you're looking a little sad. Is it lack of supply poisoning? Lack of power? They're all going. Well then. A deep learning algorithm for oil outposts. I wonder if an AI could actually do that. Surprised. Factorio has a pipe map. It's not very good, but it's a thing. I've gone past. Almost gone past. There we go. Alright, we have some gas. Probably do something with said gas. Like make some chemical plants to do things with the gas. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Doctor, if I have gas problems? Perhaps. I have to double up on steel to try and get more. The eternal struggle of steel is... it never ends. I didn't actually need steel, did I? No, I needed gears. Can't need that many gears anymore. I need circuits. I don't think I'm stockpiling circuits. Depends on the gas. Yeah. I mean, is it nitrogen? Is it sulfur dioxide? Radium hexafluoride? On a bus near red circuit and sulfur directly into blue science. It's a good habit to have. I've always avoided having... I always try and have them separate, but yeah. I could see why. Yeah, well, I should probably do the thing with the stuff in the junk. Wonder if I can actually pull this off. Probably can't. I don't even think they're, there were 8. Can be done. So soon, let's get some combinators and some flammables. Keep bringing up the mini loader. I suppose we could do some of that. Actually, it's now waiting on me. Yeah, I'll do it just as wonky as possibly can be. Just keep the dick ripping. Going on. Do I need coal? Do I even need coal? No, I don't even need coal further on. There. Should make everyone feel better. I did the thing with the stuff and the junk. Near oil. What? You make plastic near oil, you don't. Oh yeah. Normally what I'll do is I'd run coal up here. Ripred ammo belt. I mean it's semi-functional. There we go. While we're at it. I just want one on its own. Even go into a wooden box. There. Don't need these gears. Red belt men needs gears. It's a buffer belt. Yeah, it's fine. Oh. I feel like this might not be far enough away from the rest of the crap. Alright, the grenades go there. Oh. Fine. So from the other side, what are the mods? Exclamation mark mods. Factorio Extended is generally sort of the driver of this playthrough. Yeah. If I'd have flipped it around the other way, I could have gone that way. Oh well. Choices are being made, and I shall live with the consequences. And then one day I might actually start doing like a more competent database again. Trouble is that would break my streak of not caring enough about databases. Lunchtime. Christmas. Very wet and overcast New South Wales. A very locked down New South Wales. Can't help the people of the northern beaches, eh? Pave over with 32. That sounds like a good idea. I'd even expand this at some point. Not too distant future. Damn it. Ah, not E. Image stream, the bid mods. I've done Crestorio too. I've done enough. I've seen enough of Bobs to never want to do it again. I don't really like those mods. Eh. Eh. Fine. I do like, oh, no, can't go there. You gotta go that way. Around there. Like that. I mean, it doesn't have to do that, but I want it to do that. Very, very clear distinction. Doesn't have to, but I want it to. Should ease the burden a little bit. So complicated. It's the Bob's has got some really I guess confused design goals. So Bob's wants to overhaul it, make more intermediates and more, extend the game, but at the same time he wants it to be all belts and all spaghetti, but it's so complicated that you end up just using bots for everything. Or you just suffer with using belts. It's based on really old Factorio thinking as well. Like really ancient thinking that doesn't really exist anymore. Add some long inserters. Could throw some of these in. Pi is classic Minecraft masochism. That's the other thing too, is things like Bob's is also heavily inspired by GregTech, which is not a good thing. Nothing should ever take inspiration from GregTech. GregTech is a pretty good summarization of what is wrong with Minecraft modding. More hearsay about overhaul mods, the more I'm reminded of the original GregTech for Minecraft before the community editor and attention to actual fun. Yeah, it's funny that. Yeah, actually, it's the exact same thing. It's just this unchecked masochism grindfest. GregTech was not good. It was designed to just be this massive time sink. Pain in the ass time sink. Why am I making so many of these? I don't need like more than 4. Do that. For some reason, I always confuse these with... I suppose endgame you do actually need a lot, but at this point it's totally unnecessary. Totally excessive, what I've just built. Even though it hid behind a... Yeah, oh, but realism. But my realisms. Oh, they're still far enough away. Eh, I mean, that's true. Within reach. Get me Spidertrons. I could do some Miltech. Now. I'm gonna get this in somehow. Say about there. Works. Missing a coal inserter? Idea. What's that? Arguably, it doesn't really matter because there's so much production. While I'm at it... Hey! Most useful tech. Landmines. Best Minecraft modpack experience had was Omnifactory. Mine was... what's it called? Immersive engineering? No, not immersive engineering. Mechanism. Mechanism was my go-to for a long time. That was a really good pack. Very old one too, but I think it's succumbed to the same thing now. Yeah, immersive engineering was another kind of interesting one, but it became a massive pain in the ass. Old Red Power. Oh yeah, before what's his face had a massive tantrum and left. Bloody Java programmers. Now coal. Come on. Probably going to be a lack of. No, it's not a lack of gas. It's a lack of power. What's the goal of this base? To do another no splitter base, only this time with the same railcraft and forestry devs. There's some lunatics if you ever saw any. 5, 6. Just craft a lot. Pipe's right here to do it as well. But and the fly links. Souls a lot of them. Last 2 chem plants. I mean, it's probably not going to hurt it. It's a lot of pollution? Not really. I mean, pollution is off, so there's that going for it, but at the same time, it's not really that much pollution. It's not much. Yeah, there's no pollution. As I say, it's... Oh, you ain't even seen how far down the rabbit hole we can go with pollution. Actually, does this still say how much? No, because it's off. What here? 15. How's that not really helped? Factorio instead may have any antivirus solutions. It has some higher tier weaponry. Happen to have inside knowledge when the next major update will be released by chance? No. I mean, I only just did 1.1. I imagine it's going to be a little while yet. Yeah, you do get better personal equipment. I was trying to think because it's been a while since I've done Factorio Extended, so I don't actually remember. That's a little close. Wait a little bit. Right, you come this way. You get mined. The totally not useless titanium walls. That are definitely not totally useless. And because they're definitely not useless, I've definitely used them. I suppose I gotta offset that by 1. Being bad. Stop trying to make everything pretty. Now's not the time for prettying. Need things working, not pretty. There goes all the circuits forever. Never gonna have a good supply of green circuits ever again. Might as well just make a start on the advanced oil. Even though I'm technically not up to it yet, because there's nothing else to do. There we go. It's gonna make all it can. Isn't that much, admittedly. It'll come down this way. Underground, the copper. And then apparently paint belts eventually works. Reason I grabbed that at the last minute. Okay. Next step is sulfur. Now this one didn't need... I might as well put it up here. Just need some gas and some water. Oh, there's a way around it. One machine. Yeah, right, actually. Because these are actually pretty quick. It's 2 every one. Do 4. Oh. Grounds. I don't know why I always think in completely the wrong sense of scale. I was thinking of it in terms of batteries, not sulfur. Because batteries does need a lot of machines because it's quite slow. It's tempting to actually move it down here, but it's probably fine. Ah, close. One here. That. There's not too many. Oh yeah, for science purpose, but for everything else purposes, batteries is problematic. Battery production is I never have enough. There we go. Got a pathetic little bit of. You're not getting water. All right, because I didn't actually give you a pump, did I? So why are you getting water? Didn't put a pump down. Who'd have thunk it? More of them going. Like 40 refineries or something like that. Good old powerless pumps. Such a nice relief over the K2 pumps, which actually need power. For no other reason than just because you can. I think after that is really is just engines. Which isn't too difficult. I like doing a little dedicated engine build. I just need a magical burner generator to start. Oh yeah, you are relying on inserters still, so it's stuck on being that fast. So how we look now? And the reds are backing up. Maybe early. Yeah, they give you the wind generators, which kind of completely offsets the need. It kind of eliminates the entire purpose of having them. Wait, was my coffee empty? No, it wasn't. Now it is. A bucket more to manually carry water. Dear boilers. Don't give them ideas, because they will implement that. Like, given the opportunity, they will actually do that. All the blue. Never enough blue. All the damn blues. All day long. Still probably have to be short on them. Engine input? Yes. That's meant to be here. I just sort of screwed that up a little bit. So I didn't put the thingy in. I mean, I could also direct insert them, but the engines are worth more to me not direct inserted. Bit rock. K2 wind turbines to power the water pump, separate grid. Yeah, that's all you do. It's the immediate solution to the K2 K2 too long for your taste? Your taste, maybe. I don't remember the exact number you need for... Oh. Dig these up manually. Jump starting. Around good. Problems. The pumps take water. Is the brownout problem like a main power? Yeah, it's just a point of failure. Direct insertion? Yeah. I believe I don't know if the meta's changed, but that was how you do it with speed running. 8, 10. Those over to here. Well, I'm gonna those. Yeah, it's different goals. So down. Probably. It's actually gone down. That's because things are backing up. What do I want? Wanted pipe, gears. Like so. And steel goes in there. Iron helps us play. Goes in here. Right click, copy recipe. How do you make... Yeah, shift right click on the thing, and then you'll see, after you shift right click, you see the green square sort of highlights over it. That means you've copied it, and then you can shift left click to paste over. Shift right click, so you can see that's highlighted. You've got to hover over a machine to make it highlight up, then shift left click to paste. Have a mod for early blueprints. Not really. Do you even need a mod for early blueprints? Because blueprints are available from the beginning of the game. Technology highlight? Oh, it is, yeah. There's so many little things that help these days. Just visual, so many little visual aids that really help. That we're always been missing. Let's use some of these, because I can. There. And engines. Still want to move the factories closer. 2 red inserts instead of 1 red and 1 yellow. It's easy to place it down. Because then you got to go you got to do a pass with 1 red and then another pass with 1 yellow or blue, whichever or, either or. Whereas if you do all red, you can just do that and then move on. It's just a little bit quicker. It's basically the same cost. A lot of action sounds. Yeah, there's a lot of UI sounds have been added to the game. Shortcut bar. What's the never research bots in the game? Why? Enable blueprint, but like you can. I don't have bots unlocked, and I can just I can just do that. You don't. There is no research to unlock. I mean, the import is right there. I can make a blueprint right now. It's all available from the beginning of the game. These are always been there. Still Control C there. Well, the keys themselves are the shortcuts. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's locked. I mean, it's kind of funny because the I was pressing the wrong. No, shortcuts there. It was Control D, not LD. Yeah. Won't show Control C, Control V. It's specific to that, is it? Bunk. What a bad place. Oh well, you're there now. Suppose my install's pretty mangulated these days. Do it. I had a dumb idea of just folding it back around. I was like, no, I better not do that. Crazy, you're trying to make a factory as compact as possible. Yes and no. I mean, make it compact. The more compact it is, the less walking you have to do. And walking is kind of slow and annoying. At the same time, you don't want to make it too compact. Otherwise, no room to expand. I don't like really sprawling bases early on, because of the whole walking factor. Just spend so much time walking around. Add a few more of these. Can it support it? Should be able to support it. It can support 20. Compacts more. Yeah, if you're doing a Death World compact, is really useful because it's a lot less distance to cover when the bar does inevitably attack. Right. Up there. I need steel anyway. Didn't I craft prod mods? Or did I cancel them? I think I might have accidentally cancelled them. Alright, advanced oil. That's where things start getting serious. Lubricants. That gets us electric engine, which then gets us robotics. Then gets these bad boys. 24 in inventory. Did I? I'm just blind. Okay. I scanned the inventory and I didn't see them, so I was like, did I cancel them? Yeah. Oh, I need circuits. That autosave. Re. Was it you? Well, actually, I can actually use mini loaders like that. Take that bit. Even drain on red circuits. But, uneven drain's not that important. Let's do 3 rows. And you can be just outright uncapped. 3 squares for each array. What's this? Makes it more important. Buyers, you have 24, 25. What's the rule of thumb? Did I miss something? 3 squares? Yeah, the rule of thumb, space between, yeah. It's it is actually one of those it depends type situations. Annoyingly. I used to do 6 2 assembly machines, but which is Roboport plus a bit either side. But even then, it doesn't always work out. How's the crude looking? It's getting eaten a little bit. Fast oil. Oh. What am I playing? Factorio. It's a game about building things, automating things. Space Factorio is just about infinite. It is and it isn't. There's a lot of practical limits, like the time it takes for wander from one. Like if you're really sprawling, it takes a while to go from one end to the other. Alrighty. Binaries go down. Time. Is it that time? Flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Just need more legs and nuclear powered car. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll help get around quicker. Okay. Factorio 3D. It's at level C, don't need to walk. Interestingly, having played Satisfactory, it doesn't help as much as you think it would, having a Z-axis. Oop. Oop. When you add beacon scenes, beacons per machine. I try not to rebuild the starter base if I can. I just augment it to the point where it's no longer useful and then find a new place to build something bigger. That's intensive concentration time. There we go. Surface. Ah, the surface is mod. Get into that rabbit hole again. This is where bots are really handy. This is why oil is such a pain, because it's doing this stuff is really tedious and just time consuming. It's very finicky as well. So oh, another. I thought I was about to run out, but no, there's another stack. I got the breakpoint just about right in terms where you get to bots, because, or you just mentioned, just when you start thinking, oh man, it's starting getting annoying, you get bots. Yeah, if you're aware of bots, I would argue. If you're not aware of bots, particularly if you're new to the game, I think run into problems. Because by this stage, you get pretty overwhelmed. Like if you didn't know to do this, you'd have a bad time. Like the mod, building blueprints by hand. I can see why nanobots is so popular. Or it even goes as far as to say it shows you why nanobots are so popular. To start out with, it just makes life that little bit less annoying. What am I trying to do? That. Oh, iron plate. Oh yeah, the little companion construction drones are good for that too. They're really nice. Engine. I say so. Please. Lend me an engine, please. 10. I have to make you bigger. Apparently I do. I need some more modules on that. Pathing. Should be pretty good now, the dirtbot pathing. Where was it? There. So our crew got wiped out. Don't the bots block build ghosts? No. They shouldn't. Cybertrons can block ghosts. Oh yeah, just put that pipe right there in the way. It's just what I always wanted. Cool, rigged. How about that? It's you. It's a bit cramped for space, unfortunately. I could landfill that and tidy it up. You there. So, anything greater than, say, 500 can turn on. We've got more garbage. There we go. Yes, heavy delight cracking. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it up here. So I haven't, strictly speaking, missed it yet. There we go. I thought rocket fuel first. Actually, let's do it right at the top. Mention the factory, give some criticism. E. Do I have to? I don't really want to. Eh. I mean, a lot of red signs for everything else. So. It's. I'm trying to think. Like nothing really. Like I think it falls into a lot of the typical traps for the game where, you get you sort of build around yourself and hem yourself in and box yourself in. That's all it really. The main thing that I see. If I was to up here, yeah, so it's like I can see like there's a big long line of signs here, and then that that's a lot of belt. probably don't need that much built. And inserters. Can't see much smelting. It's usually smelting's usually the biggest bottleneck. You want to. So it's more to do with heavy and light oil. The problem is inherently heavy oil is just lubricant, and light oil. They sort of gave it more with rocket fuel, but even then, it's yeah. But smelting outside. Oh, okay, it's external. There's a few you can see like a few refineries there, and then it sort of bends around. As I say, it sort of falls into that usual trap of building yourself into a box. Those have speed modules in them. You really want productivity modules in all of your science. Same with those. To speed them up, you want to build more of it. Yeah, you can turn everything into rocket fuel, but yeah. Same with you definitely want productivity on the blue circuits. That really helps. And the trick is to just make more of it. Heavy on the flamethrower. There's that too. Yeah. That's where this is the sort of thing. The idea of the main bus. This goes back to really classic strategy. Is oops, I hit the mute button. The main idea of the main bus is to avoid the this sort of situation where you get built. It's on that bar as well. You get built into a box where you can't expand. Copper cable. Is copper cable? Is there copper cable on the belt? You want to avoid that as well if you can. Built-in copper cable, because copper cable, it's one copper to two wire, so you're effectively halving the amount you can move. I have to stream so late. To try and get to sleep. Well, I did start at 8 a.m. I really can't start much earlier. I mean, or supposed allegedly start at 8 a.m. We'll just pretend I did actually start at 8 a.m. You built it everything, including cable. Oh, I definitely did too. Copper cable in the red. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, it's not the end of the world, but you can direct insert them. Kid, how you doing? Hi. Yeah, it's like something. I don't. I don't do the full-on aggro. Oh, you're doing all wrong and everything's broken and the worst. I don't really go down that path. Just picking up all these. It's your game. Do it however you want. That's the sort of observations that I'd say to improve on. Like having everything as straight as possible really helps with expansion. So like you got mining, you got the start of mining down here. It's 230. Damn. Welcome to the 230 club. So you got vertical smelting column. Admittedly, this one's a bit jank. Have your first base saved? So do I. I kept it. 6, but on green, yeah, not on red circuits. You can get away with it, but on pretty much everything else, like green circuits, I think that is everything else. But yeah, it's pretty typical to see it belted, and yeah, and then you have the struggle because yeah, you can't move as much copper wire in a belt as you can copper plate, because 2 copper wire is worth 1 copper plate. Seeing it twice as much to its destination in copper plate form. Yeah, you have try and make it straight, either horizontal or vertical. Right, if horizontal or vertical belt has effect on UPS, it shouldn't. It didn't go as planned. Yeah, add space generally. Like again, I didn't really add space here. I didn't really plan this out with any really thorough thinking. This is like the 4th time I've attempted to go get the pipes. Let's keep these handcrafting. Close the stream again. Have a nice one. Alright, have a good one. Go to bed. Fix the whack belt behaviors. Oh, the wacky belt behaviors is long gone. That's like version 11 stuff. Diagonal train thing. I don't even know that one. Yeah. I still didn't get the undergrounds. There we go. Also, I should really pause because it's nearly 2 hours. I meant to pause these every hour and a half. Trains are wacky. They are because they stretch and they stretch and compact. Diagonal you can do some funny things with as well, but there was also before version 13 the trains were different vertically and horizontally, but that's also gone. Should probably unlock that. Some of that. That'll help with the research. And work towards that. And yeah, so I'm going to pause here because I need to. It's the next break time, and I also do need to go to the bathroom. So yeah, we shall continue on in just a few minutes.